What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video doing a response video. This is actually the first ever official response video on the Money Growth Project channel. So hey, if you're watching this, you made history. So guys, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and like this video because I'm doing a response talking about something that Credit Shifu had just recently done a video on. He's like, you know, him and S. Sebi are probably like the two godfathers of credit channels on YouTube, particularly that focus on credit. I know other people like Graham Stephan obviously has done credit videos in the past and that kind of thing. And, you know, I'm sure Meet Kevin has probably done some too. And I think what, David Chandler? Who's he in Idaho? I think his first name's David. Chandler, he's done some too. A lot of people do real estate stuff, also do credit videos, right? So, but I want to talk about this one particularly because this is actually kind of pertinent to a personal story I have that I'll share with you guys, talking about Chase, the 524 rule. And in the video, if you guys haven't caught, Ask Sebi, excuse me, Credit Shifu's video, I'll link it down below, where basically he says that, you know, there's evidence saying that Chase has gotten more lax on the 524 rule. And, you know, long and short of the video is he reads a message from one of his subscribers where the subscriber sent him a message saying that he was trying to apply for a credit card with Chase, but he knew he was outside of that 524 rule, right? That, you know, oftentimes Chase won't admit that they have this rule, but like, I mean, one of my bankers here in Las Vegas where I live, I would talk to her about all this kind of stuff, and she was cool to be like, she wouldn't confirm it either, but she's like, oh yeah, she's of course heard of the 524 rule. So she was actually kind of cool like that, talking about those kinds of things. But, you know, so Chase, generally, they're not going to go on a record and say they have a 524 rule. And that's where if you have 5 hard inquiries within 24 months or 2 years, on your credit report, they will generally deny you a credit card. Not always, but that's the general rule of thumb. Now, what the subscriber did that Credit Shifu had was his plan was to freeze his Experian so that he could force a pull to Equifax, because Chase pretty much always pulls Experian, okay? Yes, they could technically pull any of the 3, Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, but Chase typically pulls from Experian. Then I'm going to talk about that because 100% with me has been Experian that they've pulled. So I'll talk about that a little later because I got 4 credit cards, personal credit cards with Chase Bank just this year. So the guy tried to have his Experian frozen so they could pull from Equifax instead, because over there he was under the 524 rule, but I guess he had forgotten. So he did end up actually getting his Experian pulled, and he got approved. So he thought he was going to get denied, but he actually ended up getting approved because he actually had forgotten to, he had unfrozen his Experian. I guess he forgot about it. So nonetheless, he got approved. So he's thinking, hey, there's some truth to all this chatter going on that supposedly Chase has, you know, gone more lax in the 524 rule. There's some thoughts that maybe because it's the 4th quarter, closing out the year, they want to issue more cards and that kind of thing. It seems to be a little bit more particular with the with their Amazon card, is from what I'm hearing. So, you know, Credit Shifu also said in the video that typically the 524 rule usually doesn't apply to business credit. We're going to talk about that in a minute for me. So this year I was able to get 4 credit cards with Chase, 4 personal credit cards. Now, I had 1 Experian hard inquiry before I started applying for credit cards with Chase, and the first one I got was a Southwest card. And I was actually just kind of fortunate because when I got the Southwest card, I don't think I was familiar with the Chase 524 rule. I just saw Southwest had a credit card. I think they have like 4 of them or something you can get. I typically fly Southwest. That's the one I fly with most frequently for airlines. But, oh, cool, I get, you know, double the points with this Southwest card or whatever. So I'm like, let me apply for this, right? And I got, I don't know, I don't know, probably got a couple $100 cash back or something like that, whatever their sign-up bonus was. You know, so I got that. I'm like, cool, I get some extra miles, all this other stuff. It's only $69 fee a year, whatever it is. I'm like, all right, let me get that card. Then I started digging and learning more and more about Chase and the credit cards and their 524 rule and all that kind of thing. So I got the Southwest card in February, and then like 2 months later, I applied for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, got approved for that, and I actually did that, I think I did that one in the branch. The Southwest one I did online, the Chase one I did in the branch. I did, then a few months after that, so that was what? So February, March. So I think it was April I got the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And then I think it was end of May, beginning of June, I got the Freedom Unlimited. And then later, like in September, I got the Freedom Flex. So I got like both of those. When it comes to Chase, both their Freedom Unlimited cards. So anyway, I ended up getting 4 credit cards with Chase this year. So I ended up being like within that, hitting that 524 mark this year. So I had 1 before an Experian, All 4 of my credit cards with Chase, all pulled from Experian, every single one. So it's pretty solid that they're going to pull from Experian. Now, when you go and apply for a business credit or business card, that's what I was looking to do next. And actually, I have my personal and business banking with Chase. I just left Wells Fargo like a year ago and went over to Chase. So far, I like it better than Wells Fargo. But, you know, with what I'm about to share with you here, maybe I'll have to like open up an account with Wells Fargo again or something. Because I applied for the business credit card with Chase. And I did this one online. So it was going to be a while to get an appointment where where I normally go to have an appointment here in Las Vegas. I was like, nah, I didn't want to wait that long. I was like, let me just try it online and see if this works, because what I had been told, even from my banker here locally in Las Vegas, was that the 524 rule does not apply to business credit. Business credit gets treated differently than personal credit. Now, I was told they are going to pull, my banker said, hey, they are going to pull your personal credit when you apply for the business credit, but I think she said that was just the first time, your first business credit card. But again, she's like, the 524 rule doesn't apply to business credit. So I'm like, okay, I've gotten 4 personal cards with Chase already this year. I'm like, let me, I got my business accounts with them. Like, let me set up my business credit with them as well. Apply for the business card online. Says I need more time to review the application. After several days go by, I call, find out they said they denied it. A little more time goes by. I try to call for reconsideration. I called, 2 different times? To just wait on hold for like a total of over an hour between those 2. One of them was over 40 minutes. I just said, screw it. So then I made an appointment. I got the soonest appointment I could, which was still a couple days wait, here in Las Vegas to go in. And go in there, meet the banker, and she calls, and they have to wait on hold just like we do. Like, they have no like faster access as bankers, is from what the lady told me. So she sat on a hold after like, I don't know, close to 20 minutes. She goes, hey, if you want to go home, I'll just call you and let you know what they say. So I did. I went home. She called me probably about 20, 30 minutes later, and said she got the call. So the card, they told her that it had been declined because of too many hard inquiries. And I was like, wait a second, I thought the 524 rule, this whole thing didn't apply on the business side. I said, I thought it didn't apply. I said, I know they pulled a personal credit, but I thought it didn't apply. And she's like, well, no, they said it was too many hard inquiries within 2 years. And I said, yeah, I had like 5, like less than a year. So basically she said, well, if you want to wait, if you want to wait until those other ones fall off, I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I'm not waiting another year or whatever it is, like, to not get another credit card, personal or business fees to fall off. I'm like, no. I'm not planning my entire life of personal or business credit around Chase's rules. So, we'll see what happens. The lady was like, hey, maybe you can try in a few more months, and just try like that. So maybe I'll try that again or something. But, or maybe I'll have to go set up a business account, either a Wells Fargo or some other place, and get business credit cards through there, because the rules for business credit are different than personal credit. So when Credit Shifu was saying that, it seems like all these rules are more lax than the 524, that's not my experience. Maybe if I'd applied for that Amazon card through Chase, maybe then, who knows, that could have helped. But, I got hit with the 524, not on the personal side, but on the business side. So I got to imagine, if they're going to hit you with that 524 on the business side, they're probably going to hit you with it on the personal side as well. So when Credit Shifu, was giving this information, I'm like, hey, a lot of this stuff varies from person to person, and that kind of thing. So, it's possible to have even more than 5 credit cards with Chase Bank, because I had a banker tell me that she's seen that before. People have actually more than 5 credit cards just with Chase alone. So, hey, it works for some people. It didn't work for me. For Credit Shifu, subscriber worked well, and apparently that's a lot of the data he's getting. But, hey, here's my personal story. That 524 rule still seems to be pretty solid in place, not just for personal credit, but for business credit as well. So, guys, here's my story. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped you guys out. If any of you are looking at the whole 524 thing with Chase, personal or business credit, thanks for watching this video. Spend 8 to 10 minutes of your day with me. I do appreciate it. And until next time, keep growing your money.